Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo. Welcome back today to a Minecraft Console Edition custom Shulker texture showcase. You guys fully enjoyed me showcasing the Elytra. I thought I'd come back and check these out. What I want you guys to do is leave a comment on which one you think looks the best. Also, in that video I did the other day, you guys were saying, hey Echo, how come you didn't check out the Masher Pack texture for Little Big Planet? How come you didn't check out the Masher Pack texture for Super Mario? They are a Wii U and PlayStation exclusive. I'm on Xbox at this current point, so hopefully you do enjoy this. If you guys do enjoy this, then I will bring you the Stray and the Husk next. So, of course, as always, we start off with the default texture. This is the ordinary texture. Unfortunately, on Minecraft Console Edition, we don't have the ability of dyeing the Shulker. We don't have Shulker boxes. But that's going to be a feature in the near future, which will make it look a little bit more interesting as well. So we've got a bunch of them on top of there. What we're going to do now is we're going to change to all the textures. So let's have some fun with this. Starting off with one that looks actually really awesome. This is the candy texture pack. Now, I want you guys to leave comments on what you think each texture is going to be. Like for me, this, I don't know if it kind of looks like a really weird colored Oreo. But it also looks like it's meant to be like a burger, but it wouldn't be a burger because burger's not candy. What I don't like though is I'm not a big fan of the eggs in the candy texture pack. I really don't like them like that. I like my spawn eggs to be smooth and silky with not so much things going on. But that's just me. I mean, it doesn't really make a big difference either way. But the villager seems to be... Oh, okay. That's the villager that I put a creeper head on. I'm trying to get a good look at their eyes. They kind of got eyes that resemble Herobrine. They're really dark. And do you guys see that? That one didn't... This guy here. He was like floating on the right-hand side. I want to see you again, my friend. As you guys can see, look. Do you guys see that? He doesn't have a head. This one does not have a head. Come on, pop up again. I want to see this. Like, it doesn't have a head. It's like an empty Shulker. Anyway, I am pretty impressed with this one. What I should really do is switch to survival and show you guys what it looks like with the projectiles. So I'll do that very, very briefly. But before we do that, I'm going to have to give myself a couple of god apples. Otherwise, I'll end up dying. So let's eat this. Let's very briefly change my game mode to survival. I want to have a quick look at the projectiles. There's not much difference going on there. They're just going to keep chasing me. As you guys can see there. Let's get rid of you, please. Get away. Thank you. But yeah, the projectiles have changed very slightly. Let's change back before we end up killing ourselves. I've kind of caused a massive brawl here, so some of them are probably going to die here. But yeah, guys, this is the candy texture. I think this texture has to be so awesome. Guys, this is the cartoon one, and I think it's a box. I generally think it is a box, and that is absolutely awesome. That is such a good retexture. As you guys can see on the side, it's got its tape. Its eyes are a little bit creepy. I don't know what that's meant to be. It looks kind of very similar to like a green alien. But this guy's also floating as well. That is definitely awesome. They changed this completely to a box. Now, I'm not going to be changing to survival because I really don't want to deal with the projectiles. In all honesty, guys, the projectiles haven't changed greatly. In some of the textures, it's just the color. But look at it. It's so awesome. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Whoever decided to pick this as a box have done a phenomenal job, because basically this means facing upwards. But yeah, guys, that is awesome. That's the cartoon one. Let's continue. So when I brought you the Elytra video, the Elytra in the Chinese mythology looked pretty awesome. In this one, it's not as good, but I do like the box itself. It looks okay. The design for me, I'm not really a big fan of multiple designs on one animal or one mob. But this obviously would go down as a good type of block, if that makes sense. If this was a block on its own, I would like it as a block. But as for a mob, not really a big fan. I can't tell if it looks like it's crying this time. It kind of has like I don't know, it kind of looks like something from Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, I guess the top looks pretty cool. The top does look pretty cool. And I love standing on these because they lift you up as well. As for the egg, well, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple design. I've also had to wield myself with a diamond sword because when I do switch to survival, the projectiles do a lot of damage. And you know what? Actually, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I kind of want to check the projectiles on these ones. Oh yeah, they pretty much just change colors. That's pretty much how it works. They change it, but don't hit me. Let's get rid of these. All right, well, these are all attacking, so I want to try and get a close look at them if I can, as you guys can. Oh, hello, friend. They literally are just killing one another. That's how it seems to work. But anyway, guys, this is the Chinese mythology. Let's move on. Okay, I am super impressed with this one. What I'm impressed with this one is when you guys look at their eyes, they've got shades on, so it kind of feel like it's like deal with it type of thing. As you guys can see, you can just about see them. In this one, they kind of feel like a secret agent. That's kind of how I feel. And if you guys have ever played Minecraft Pocket Edition, they look like the villagers from the Alien Invasion add-on. I'm super impressed with that. That is literally like a deal with it face. I want to wait for him to pop out and get a closer look at his eyes. Because they actually look really, really impressive. Come on, fellow. Pop out. Let's show everybody around the world what you look like. As you guys can see there, it's like, deal with it, bro. As for the eggs, again, they look a bit... Actually, in my hotbar, the eggs do look like a normal... Kind of like a dinosaur egg, if anything else. But yeah, the overall texture of this, I don't know what the box... I'm guessing it's meant to just be like a box. It kind of does look very similar to an ender chest. I know that's kind of a random thing to say. But what I'm really curious about this is I'm kind of curious if any of these have... going to be resembled to a shulker box itself, but it kind of does look like a box. Maybe you guys can tell me what it looks like in your opinions in the comments section. But this one, guys, was the city texture. Moving on to the most recent one, this is the Fallout Mashup Pack texture. Again, guys, I'm not the biggest Fallout fan, so for the Fallout fans out there who can resemble as to what this is, you'll know exactly what it is. For some reason, right, they're kind of broken. The heads are kind of broken on the wall, and after a long time of just leaving the shulker, it looks like there's nothing inside the box. It's kind of weird. As for the eyes, I can't really see the eyes that well because this opens very differently. This doesn't open like a square box way like they would normally open. It opens like this part opens. So as you guys will see when this pops open, it opens very differently from what you're normally used to expecting from a shulker, which I think looks absolutely awesome. It does, again, look like a very similar box, and I guess, there he is. Hello. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I cannot entirely remember. But this is the Fallout one. I like the top of it though. I think the top looks very smooth. Again, I'm more of a fan of the smooth one. As for the egg, it really does look like an infected egg. It definitely looks like there's an infection, or it's like partly cracking. But anyway, that's the Fallout one. I have showed you this one in the past because we did the Fallout Mashup Pack live stream. Onwards and upwards. Moving on to a blast from the past, one of my all-time favorite textures. This is the Fantasy Texture Pack. It's another crate style one, and I don't really like it. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really not a fan of this one. I don't know what it is. I do like his eyes, though. The eyes are kind of creepy. They definitely are. So, hello? Actually, looking at his eyes very, very close up, he looks like something from Castle Crashers. Maybe you guys can remember that game. I don't really like the colors that's been used in this. I really am not a fan of this one. But overall, I like the egg. And when I was talking to you guys about smooth eggs, I like my eggs looks a lot smoother like this. And I like the brighter colors. But in my hotbar, it looks pretty awesome. It really does. I absolutely love the chests on this one. That's probably why I like this texture pack so much. But anyway, that's the Shulker and the fantasy one. Plenty more to go through. So let's move on. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but this is the Festive Mashup Pack / Texture Pack. Thing is though, guys, in terms of Christmas, what does this represent? Because as you guys will recognize that, I think these being wheat represents candy canes. These represent some kind of like a gingerbread house. So I'm kind of curious as to what this represents in terms of festivity, because it doesn't look like a present. The ones that look like presents are, of course, the wool blocks, which are... Where are they? Like here, these. No, that's the wrong one. Where are the wool blocks? So anyway, the wool blocks represents, like, presents. So I really don't know what this is meant to represent from Christmas. And I need to get a good look at his eyes to see what his face looks like. Where are you facing? Which way? I can't really see them that well. That's the only difficult problem I'm having. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and stand inside the block and see if I can see... Can you please pop up? There he is. You can see his eyes. This guy's like slanted to the side. So I really don't know what this represents for Christmas. I do like the colors. I like the colors of the shulker itself that's been used. But as for the Christmas theme, I don't know what it represents. Moving on to the other mythology mashup pack texture. This is the Greek mythology one, which is actually really fantastic. And I'm pretty sure there's a block that looks like this. It's got like the symbolic signs on the side, and I'm pretty sure there's a block that looks very similar to this. So let's have a quick look through here. Is it very similar to soul sand? I don't think it is a soul sand. No, there's a block in here that... Is it this one? Here we go. These. I think it's the purple blocks. They look very... It is! I knew it was. So as you guys can see, the Shulker here looks very similar to the purple block, and it kind of continues on all the way through. So I actually really like that. That is awesome. That's a real nice design. I knew I'd seen this before in this mashup pack. So as you guys can see, they look... See, this is how you guys get really confused, because if you didn't know and you had no idea when playing Minecraft, you wouldn't really notice that they were Shulkers at all because of the block itself. So I like the fact that 4G with this one, I've represented this to look like a block, making it a little bit more difficult. Nothing says Minecraft like increasing the difficulty. I need to get a little bit of a look at the eyes if I can. Pretty sure this guy's facing this way. There he is. There he is. No, he's not. Come on, pop out again, you. There we are. It's like playing hide and seek. It literally is like playing hide and seek. Oh, he's got one eye. It's a Cyclops. I think it's meant to be like a Cyclops. Pretty awesome though. I like this one a lot. So yeah, 4J changed this one to look like a block. 10 out of 10 from me. So, I always get this mixed up because we do have two Halloween textures, but they are exactly the same. This is the Halloween one going back to 2015, I believe, possibly earlier. And again, they've done what they did in the other ones that I've showed you, where they've kind of half-hearted the boxes. So they open very differently instead of like a square formation. And I'm pretty sure they look... That one's not got a head in it. I'm pretty sure they look like a witch's head. I'm pretty sure that's what it's meant to be, like a witch's head. I think it's that. I can't really see because this one keeps opening and he doesn't have a... I'm going to kill you. I'm going to switch you out. Let's just kill him real quick and let's change this one out. Come on, there you go. Let's put you here. All right, let's see what it is. How did you get here? Okay, well, I'm going to kill you as well. Yeah, it's really hard to see the head, so we're probably going to have to check out one of these ones and see which one pops out. You. Ah, come on. Yeah, it's kind of like a... Oh, it looks like a... You know what it looks like? It looks like a vampire bat. This one is very plain, in all honesty. It's not the greatest one, but it's definitely been retextured and definitely changed. Alright, Halo fans, of course, this one is for you. A very old mashup pack texture, but it's definitely changed. And, okay, I'm a Halo fan, but I really don't know what this represents. I don't know if I'm missing something here. I really don't know what this represents. Again, for some reason, some of the heads keep breaking. It kind of looks like a hollow head. You can just about see it there. It's not the greatest. In some of these mashup packs, they don't look the best. Of course, they're meant to more represent the game than look good, if that makes sense. They're meant to represent like an item or something like that. But again, I'm pretty sure this one represents a block as well. So I'm just going to have a quick look in here to see if I can recognize any of the blocks that it could possibly be. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure I recognized this one before because I have messed around with these previously to have a quick look of how they look. But I don't recognize this. No, it's not the best. It's not for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not for me. The first ever mashup pack introduced to Minecraft Console Edition, and that is Mass Effect Edition, okay? So these, if I'm honest with you, they look very similar to the End Stone in like the original texture. Well, they look very similar, but I don't know what this is meant to be because I never ever really played Mass Effect. Mass Effect was not really a game for me. So again, Mass Effect fans, you're gonna have to tell me what this could be. I don't even think it has eyes. Looking at it, it just looks like a red blob inside of it. It looks like you know what it looks like? It looks like cocoa beans. Like it's been stuck like cocoa beans. But again, let's see if it represents anything else. I want to try and find the End Stone. It looks very similar to, where is the End Stone in this? It's so weird trying to find certain blocks in textures. I would be here probably forever trying to find these, because I don't really remember where certain things are. It actually looks kind of very similar to this in a way. No, it doesn't. I'm lying to you guys. But anyway, that's the Mass Effect one. Hopefully we find another good one, because past couple been pretty bad to me. All right, very old texture pack. This is the natural texture. Probably one of the few texture packs I really like. But again, I don't know what this one's meant to represent, because the natural is meant to have like a natural representation, and then what is the Shulker meant to look like? That is actually something we can all ask ourselves. What is the Shulker meant to look like? It's another box formation. Opens very simple. If anything, guys, looking down at like this, it looks like a glass. They look like glass panes right there. 4 of them in a different shape. So maybe that's what it's meant to represent. Maybe it's meant to be like purple stained glass with the glass pane. So if we grab ourselves the purple one, maybe that's what it's meant to represent. It kind of... No, I'm not going to say it does, because it kind of doesn't, if I'm honest with you. I don't really know. It does. That's kind of the effect I got from this one. But again, the natural one, what's it meant to be? What's it meant to look like? But this is the... Actually, what I want to do is I want to quickly see his face. I want to see if this looks very... Yeah, as you guys can see there, it looks very similar to the default texture. And it's just got, like, more bulky eyes. It's kind of like... It looks like it's got sad eyes. It's like, why am I stuck in this box? Why is my life inside this box? Please open up. I want to wait for this one to open and show you guys the eyes. But again, this one looks very similar to the default one, as you guys can see. He's shy. He's shy. Come on. Say hello. The internet is friendly, I promise you. There he is. He's really shy. But yeah, that's the natural one. Couple more to go. Let's check these out. This being the pattern texture pack, I was actually a little surprised that the texture of the shulker on top and on the side wasn't as wacky, because let's just say that this has some pretty wacky blocks going on. And as time goes on, I'm starting to enjoy this one a little bit more. Again, I think this represents something very similar in here, being the purple blocks. Let's have a quick look. That's definitely not it. These aren't even the purple blocks, so I'm lying to you. This is the purple block. And again, yes, again, they look very, very similar as well. So I'm pretty sure the majority of the shulkers have been designed off the purple block, and maybe you guys can conclude that for me. Also, guys, if you do have the Little Big Planet or the Wii U Edition Mario Master Pack, please be sure to send me some pictures on Twitter. I'd love to see what these look like. So yeah, this is, again, another plain one. I'm pretty sure we've seen something very similar to this. For some reason, his head's all the way up there, so that's possibly a bug that's been going on. Again, let's get a quick look at his eyes. Come on, little fellow. Say hello to the world. I want to see what you look like. Because I'm pretty sure their eyes are going to look very purpley as well. Oh, hello. That's one happy shulker. Okay, then, well, anyway, let's continue, and let's see what else is in store for us. Plain, simple, and easy to understand. This is the plastic texture pack. I wasn't expecting anything other than this, and I really like this. I'm a fan of smooth and silky and very, very slight changes in texture packs. And this is probably why everybody really enjoys this texture nonetheless, because things are really basic. This looks even more basic than the default texture in Minecraft. So I think they've kept the simplicity in this one. They've done a good job while keeping it simplified, because overall it looks a great addition. The eggs in this one, I've tried to place the eggs in different formations, by the way. So that's facing right, left, up, and down. I want to get a quick peek at the head. As you guys can see, they do look very similar to the one in the default texture, the natural one, the default one. So pretty happy with this one. In all honesty, they did a good job with this one. Anyway, a few more to go. Let's check them out. I'm pretty sure we got some good ones left. Skyrim fans, this is one for you. Don't know what this is meant to represent. I don't know if it's meant to be some kind of symbol. I don't know if it's meant to be some kind of egg. But it's this one. So I couldn't tell you if it's good, if it's a good representation or a bad representation. What is this block? This is the glowstone. Again, guys, I'm trying to find blocks that it looks very similar to. Just look kind of similar to that one, but then again, very different at the same time as well. But this is the Skyrim one. I'm gonna quickly move on from this one because in all honesty, I don't like too many designs going on in these. So this one's definitely not for me. But if I get a quick peek of his eyes, that would be very, very helpful. Are you gonna pop out? There seems to be this guy who seems to be our friend at the moment. But it looks like maybe some kind of symbol again. So definitely from Skyrim. Well, it is from Skyrim, and I can't see his face because it's kind of broken. Okay, well, we've got one more to check out, so let's see what that's all about. The last one we have here is the Steampunk texture. And in all honesty, this one isn't as good as I was expecting because the Steampunk for the Elytra looked absolutely fantastic. And I can actually show you guys what it looks like on me with the Elytra. So we can just find these real quick. I can give you a little bit of a representation. As you guys can see here, putting these on, they look absolutely fantastic. So I was expecting some kind of wacky change. It looks like some kind of metal container, some metal box. Steampunk, that's what it's kind of meant to be anyway. So I think they did, again, it looks like the purple blocks. That's what it's meant to be. I'm pretty confident that's what 4J have based the majority of these off, is the purple blocks. The purple pillar, purple, lots of purple. But that's all the textures. I do have one more Halloween one, which is exactly the same as the previous Halloween one. So we do not need to be checking that out. Well, let me know in the comment section which one you did think looked the best. And if you guys do want to see another video, let me know in the comment section. Should we do the Husk and Stray, or should we do the Skeleton Horseman in all textures? Have a great day. If I don't see you before New Year, have a great New Year. And I'll catch you next time. Bye!